Hello, Marty Windle here. Just a quick review of the last examination, which is March 2025. I have not seen the exam, but what I'm going to do is go through what came up. Of course, there's different versions of the exam, so you might get a version for the morning and the afternoon. So I'm just going to go through what came up and how it relates to what we talked about on the course, and especially those mock exams that we did. The first exam that came in the morning was evaluate the proposed changes from the CEO. There was hospitality events, guided tours, e-commerce and e-marketing. Definitely e-marketing, something we talked about on mock exam number 1 in the examination. Part B was about executive salaries, excessive executive salaries. We did mention it in our debrief, our detailed debrief for the course, but I didn't there was no question on the mock exam on this area. That was a skepticism. Then the last part of task 1 was a slide, explain the changes and how to overcome resistance. Luckily, we put in something about overcoming resistance and managing change, and that was in mock 2, pre-seen mock 2. We had a big question about overcoming resistance to change. Massively would have helped you if you'd seen that in advance. Task 2 was about some kind of financial, non-financial, some kind of performance measurement, income, expenditure, and you had to comment on the data. Yeah, it wasn't in any of my mocks, just something quite straightforward, just interpretation of performance measurement. Then lovely task 2, second part was identify the risks, assess the risks, and recommend risk management solutions. Love that question. We had a very, very similar question on mock 1. Task 3 was about e-marketing, how to retain and attract members for e-marketing. Really nice question for us on our course with a big e-marketing question on our mock exam number 1. Then there's an issue about ethics, how to avoid unethical funding. Yeah, also in mock exam 1, we had a question about ethics and about issues related to ethical behavior within the charity. So ethical fundraising absolutely came up. Not quite the same, but something on ethics came up in our mock exam. Some people seem to get an alternative task 1 question, which was about contextual features and change leadership. Definitely change management we did on the mock. Contextual features, yeah, we didn't do a specific question on that, but it could have helped you if you'd done mock 2 on change management. We talked about how to manage change, and the context we mentioned in our final review webinar about the different types of context that could be important for the exam, although we didn't get a specific question on it. Let's have a look at the alternative exam. They started off with something about board diversity. Again, we couldn't have really predicted that. That was all there in the post-scene, nothing in the pre-scene that would indicate that. It's like I always say in the exam, the pre-scene doesn't help you that much. It's always what's missing that you should be looking for, not what's in the pre-scene. Then part B, ethical issues about a contract. Really nice question for us. If you'd done mock exam number 1 with a big ethical question in there, you would have known how to do the ethics. Skepticism, again, it was there in mock examination number 1 for you. Then we had a question about risk manager, internal audit. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. We had a question on internal audit in mock examination number 2, pre-seen mock 2. We had a full question on internal audit. And the last part there was about overcoming resistance to change management. Absolutely great question for us. It was in mock 2, did a full question on change management. The last part was about a proposal to opening shops. It seemed to be like a suitability, acceptability, feasibility question. In our pre-seen mock 3.5, which was kind of extra one that I added in, we did put something about strategies and different types of strategy in there, which might have helped you on this question. The other alternative thing that people got here was some people had a question about leadership traits or leadership. That was definitely a question on mock 1, our first question, mock 1, which everybody hated, everybody complained about, but not complaining when they saw the exam, was about leadership traits, and this came up in an alternative to the afternoon mock. So really nice question for us if you did my course. So what we tried to do on the exam courses is to prepare you for the examination. Revision course is massive for us, making sure we've got 4 mocks for our revision course to cover all the potential areas for the exam. And this time managed to get an extra bonus mock right at the end, pre-seen mock 3. So if you want to join my course, please get in touch. Just go to www.sblguru.com. Thank you.